Hi, Soapy friends. I am 2 minutes early, but I will kind of wait for a couple of you to show up. I know you're going to be able to replay and watch from the beginning and all that, but it's always more fun when there's someone here with me. Oh, my fan is running. Let me turn it off real quick so that you don't have to listen to my fan blowing. There we go. And I'm back. Hi. Okay, so yesterday there were some comments and I didn't see them, so I'm playing with my phone right now. It says swipe left to reveal comments and reactions. I did that. And Lynn, hi Lynn, I see that you, oh, thank you for a comment so I can make sure this is working. Yeah, so yesterday when I asked everyone if I should keep stick blending or if I should pour, I didn't see any of those comments, but luckily most of you thought I should pour right on with me, so that's all good. I also don't have my glasses on today. They are new. I call them my old lady glasses because they're progressives and I don't like them. I'm getting new ones with whiter little vision spots on the bottom. Anyway, so in order to read these comments that I can now, well, that I'm now aware of are there, I'm gonna have to lean in like this. So if I'm doing this, it's me reading comments without my glasses. Okay, so before I open it up, I'm so excited. Okay, I just posted a picture so you kind of saw, but this was, remember I had a little bit of soap left in the pitcher since we didn't do a fancy built up top. So I poured them into, aren't these cute? This is just a little Amazon mold, but it has, I mean, aren't those cute? I like to put over pours, extra batter pours in here, and they're all different, they're all cute. And then I've got these cute little mini soaps, and I will include them, I just like pop them in a glassine bag and put them in order just as a little treat. It cost me nothing. It makes the customer super happy. If sometimes they come out really kind of fugly looking because, you know, it's like the end blob of the of whatever's in your pouring container, and sometimes you forget to deal with it after you've done lots of other things. So if they come out kind of ugly, I do grab bags. I call them mystery grab bags or mystery bags, something like that. And it's like odds and ends and random things. Those are super fun to drop in there as well, or when things are getting something super special and they open it up. Okay, so there are like 6 of you here. Hi, Beth. Hi. Oh, okay, I'm gonna murder your name. I'm sorry. Fowl? Oh, it's such a beautiful name in writing. I want to know how to pronounce that. If you could type that out phonetically for me, I would love that. Oh my goodness. Hi, Juan. Alrighty. Okay, so here we go. I know, I'm really excited to open it up for you, but okay, let's build drama. We're gonna cut the soap. I'm gonna use a couple, I wanted to show you, this is this horrible soap cutter and beveler, and I got this on Amazon. It was horrible purchase. I hate it because this thing that's supposed to stop so you're always cutting at the right spot, the way it's set up, I mean, I guess I could get some new washers. It's just really cheaply made, but I do know from here to here is 2 inches, so I don't know, I kind of use it and I kind of hate it all at the same time. I use this with, this was a Score, dollar store Score. It is stainless steel. I got a couple of them, and look, it has measurements along it. And I just chop the soap. So we'll use that. We'll also use my favorite, super expensive, high-end, haha, soap cutter. It's a bamboo cutting board, or cheese cutter, chop. I think I paid $7.99 for it. They will send you new wires for free if it ever breaks for a lifetime. And I took an old tape measure and cut it and glued it down. And then these little ugly black marks here, that's how I know. I kind of just use that as a guide, just line the soap up so I know everything's all level, and I just chop, 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 chop away. So this is my really fancy single wire soap cutter. I love it. It's my favorite. All right, so I'm putting I'm going to just set these aside, but we'll pull them back out in a minute. Okay, here we go. I am opening it. Hi, Dana. Now, if anyone is saying anything, I did not see new comments. I'm seeing people join. Oh, thank you, Beth. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. Opening the lid off. Woo. Noelle, oh, hi. Okay, ta-da. All that buildup. Check this top out. Holy bejeebers. Do you see those colors? You see that pink? That red, beautiful, neon, amazing magenta color? That is rhubarb. The color that we put on that looked like murky water. Oh my goodness, and look at the annatto and then the indigo that oh, I just couldn't believe it when I opened it up. It is beautiful. I really do believe we got such wonderful, vibrant colors. I mean, granted, yes, we did use strong infusions, but man, this lid is amazing. It really it's probably the lid, the thicker, the nice wood, I'm sure this lacquer really helps insulate as well. Best mold experience ever. Okay, so now in order to pull this out, you see those holes on the bottom? That's just holes in the wood so that you can just put your thumbs in there and it pops right out. Yesterday, I tried to show you and it didn't work so well because there's nothing in the silicone liner, but this has heft to it, so it was super easy to pop out. All right, there is our empty mold. Howells Black Box, little spot for Chris there. Chris is such a sweetheart. We are so lucky as a soaping community to have him. So, okay, more disclaimers here. I don't normally soap in silicone molds like this, or I guess I should say I don't normally soap in lobes and rectangles. I normally soap in, oh good, I just moved everything around recently. I normally soap in, well here's a skinny one, I normally soap in a pipe. So I just push things out and unwrap the freezer paper. So if anyone's worried about how hard is this going to be, this will be a good demonstration for what a unmolding silicone amateur can do with this. And, oh, I've seen people always like peeling them back. No. You know why? Because look, it's just gonna pop. It just popped out. It popped out with absolutely no issues. Look at that. Look how evenly dispersed the color, meaning our gel edge to edge in a lot of molds. And I just unmolded, gosh, I guess I should have waited to unmold it and show you too. I just unmolded a soap from this little guy. Remember yesterday, I think I pointed out I had it back in the corner and I had it wrapped in a heating pad and towels, and because the darn edges never, even with all of that, the edges still didn't fully gel. I'll have to do a little aftercut C-pop on it just to finish the gel on it, but look at this beauty. I almost don't want to cut it. Oh my goodness, look at that. Consistent color edge to edge. Chris, you've outdone yourself. This mold is beautiful. Okay, let's give it, let's chop it up. Chop, 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 chop. Oh. All right, one more thing. I wanted to show you, this obviously gelled. This did not gel. We know that because this was in an insulated mold and this was just sitting on the countertop right next to it. That's a color difference, gelled versus ungelled. What? Pretty cool. I am noticing a little bit, it almost looks like I put oatmeal or calendula or something in here, but I did not. Soap is fascinating. Okay, let's cut this. This is, I think, a 16. Let me grab my tape measure. First time cutting a mold, you gotta double check everything, right? Sorry, I keep walking off camera. One of these days I'll have everything I need all in one place. So yeah, 16 with scraps. So we're gonna get 16 beautiful bars of soap out of this. What I'm going to do is just slice off maybe 1/4 of an inch. There, that's easier to hold. I'm gonna slice off 1/4 of an inch. You can see me, right? Yeah. Because as we all know, the end of a loaf where it sat up against the silicone, so this here is going to be a different color than what's in there. That's why we shave off the edges. Those can go in grab bags too with your little overpours. Look at that. Look at that fully gelled soap. And remember, dear soapy friends, I didn't insulate this. I left this in a cold room on a cold table, put the lid on it, walked away. The soap batter was not excessively hot. It was room temperature oils, slightly cooled lye. Yeah, wow, wowzy, wowzy. This is amazing. All right, so now I need to decide. I think we're gonna chop them. Yeah, let's cut these each just over an inch. It's okay if I don't get 16. I only need 10 of them. Oh, I was looking for this. Okay. I really like this recipe too. I will, there we go. I'm really contemplating sharing my recipe, and everyone's like, oh, I can't share my recipe. And I was of that same school too, but some people are starting to convince me maybe I should. So we'll see what happens with that. Let's cut a little chunkier. Oh, I like that. So these are a custom order for a good friend of mine, and she was able to watch the live replay yesterday. I thought that was kind of fun. I invited her to join the group just so she could watch her soap being made. I don't know how many people ever get to watch their soap being made. These came out great. I'm really, really, really thrilled with them. Oh, you might be wondering, okay, we're talking about, it doesn't matter. You can cut them to however wide. I'm cutting these to about 1 1/4. The width edge to edge is 3 3 1/8. And the height that I poured to is just over 2 1/2. There was more room. I could have poured them maybe 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch taller if I had wanted to. I'm just gonna cut a couple more with this, and then we'll hop over to the cheese cutter. If anyone has asked any questions or posted anything in the comments, I have not seen them. I'm just going to keep saying that until we know whether or not my phone works. Look at that. Look at those colors. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is what happens when you have a wonderful mold and your soap can gel all the way to the top, edge to edge. Oh, I cannot wait to share this with
the folks over in Chris's group so they can see. After I'm done cutting, I'll post a link to Chris's group too, in case you want to join and keep up to date on some of the fun things he's doing for us. He really does a lot to support soap makers. Okay, we were doing 1 1/4. Okay, just making sure. So I'll post a link to his group so you can join and hang out with him there if you want to. Okay, see, that was a lot easier to cut, like the manual motion, the pull down, that's why I really like it. I'm also, my tape measure is easier to see than the stupid little lines on that. Sometimes I don't get it exactly perfect, but you know, I'm on the mindset, this is all handmade stuff. If it looks like a machine did it, yeah, we don't want that. I mean, you know, go buy something made from a machine. I think I get that from my grandma. When she was giving me painting lessons as a kid, I would be upset. You know, we were doing like watercolors of fruit bowls or something, and she would, and I'd be, I keep bonking that soap, I would be, you know, little 11, 12-year-old me upset that it doesn't look exactly like it. She said, if you wanted a photo, take a photo. If you want a painting, paint it. Don't expect the painting to look like the photo. If you want to look at exactly what it is, have a bowl of fruit in your house all the time. Art is not a perfect recreation of what's going on in life. Okay, so here, this cut is the cheese cutter, so the wire. Some people wonder about drag marks and bumpy spots on their soap. I'm trying to see if you can see any texture going on in there. Versus if you cut with a knife, like we did here. So I have, on the one with the knife cut, I've got more ragged edges. Okay, that's the simple fix, bam, right? I could bevel the edges if I wanted to. It is very, very smooth because the knife, you know, smooths down as it goes. Versus this one, it has a little bit of a bumpy feel to it. I'm trying to feel with that. Yeah, there's a little bit of bumpy feel, but I mean, it's a bar soap, folks. And you visually, you can't tell. This is the cheese cutter. This is the knife. I like cutting with the cheese cutter better because it's just an easier chop versus the knife when you push down. You also, if you notice buildup on your wire, you'll see other soapers do this. I sometimes remember. I think that's also way easier to clean. And look at my knife here. You see the soap boogers? I don't know what to call those. It's from when you push through the soap and you get little soap boogers all over it. You really should clean these off with each cut. So you should do this. You should scrape this down for every cut. Then you'll get an even smoother, smoother surface on your soap. Okay, last cut. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Did I do that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, because I cut them over, over an inch. And this is the scrap I had. If I was selling this, if this was like a regular product that I was selling, that would be probably chop that up into, you know, cut it down here, maybe that way, whatever. So for some samples, that's scrap. I'll rebatch that. And look at our pretty soaps. Oh my goodness, I am in love for sure. So big thank you to Chris Howells for making the soap mold for soapers. In the original live, I believe there's a link to where to purchase if you want one. There is, I'll probably drop a new link in there. And if anyone wants to know anything else about what we just did, let me know. I am going to set these aside, take probably the 30 seconds it's going to take to wash this out, store it away, and plan some more soaps to pour into this wonderful, fantastic mold. It is Howells Black Box. I really sound like a commercial, don't I? I didn't mean to. I'm just really excited about this mold. I think you're all gonna love it. Well, I guess since this looks like a commercial or a paid thing, I should let you know it's not. I bought this with my own money. I buy Chris's soap dishes, and I resell them to my customers, and he is a dear, dear sweetheart, and he's become a good friend. So I hope his products will help you the same way they've helped me. All right, soapy friends, I'm gonna go pack up, clean up, and then enjoy the weekend. I hope you have a wonderful weekend too. Thanks for watching and soaping with me again. Bye-bye.